Collecting the payments and building your buyer's list. This is probably the most important video in this entire course. So what I want is your undivided attention. You are doing great so far, but I'll suggest you to pay your utmost attention in this particular video. So what you're going to do over here is you're going to build your own buyers list, and as a process you're going to be collecting our own payments. So let's begin. So what we'll do first, we're going to create a capture page like this, so that once someone buys your course, and in order to get your course delivered, you need to build a page like this, so you can capture and build your buyer list from this. Okay, pretty simple process. Now you can use any page builder to build this kind of pages. As you can see, it's a very simple process. I use Aweber as my autoresponder, and I use InstaBuilder for building my pages. So I'm going to show it to you step by step how we can do that. Now first I'm going to create a new page, create from scratch. It's going to load me a blank page template in front of me, and then what I'm going to do over here, let me first select a background for this page, so this page kind of looks good like this. Now you can keep it blank also, but I always try to keep any kind of on a nice looking pre-made pattern, so this looks good. So this is what I'm going to do. Let me save it. Next I'm going to select this as a stretch, so it goes through the entire page. Next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to select a title. Let me just copy this title, so after they make the purchase, they exactly know what they're supposed to do. Then what I'm going to do over here, I am going to go to an opt-in form. Okay, simple, with first name and last name, so that they can enter their first name and their email address. So that's what we need from here. Okay, let's stretch this a bit. All right, looks good. So next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to click over here, and I am going to use the image button, pre-made button, and I'm going to use get instant access. So this is all done, so looking good. I will not change anything. Next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to enter my list code, so that once they enter their first name and email ID, they know exactly why to deposit their leads. In other words, we should be having a list created inside our autoresponder. So after they insert their details, we have a separate list, which is our buyers list, our most important asset created inside our autoresponder. So we can communicate with the list, send them to the Facebook group, and also we can monetize the list later. So what we'll do now, we will go to Aweber, and first you need to create a list. So I'll click on manage list. Okay, then create a list, and a very simple process to create a list. Now for buyers list, I always like to use the word buyers. The company name and all these things, you can just leave it blank. Okay, I just keep it blank. So let's go next. Usually for buyers list, it's always a good idea to give it the name buyers list first, so you know it's a buyers list. So buyers list, let me give it name coaching recurring. I'll put the same thing in the description. Go to the next step and fill this up. Very simple stuff. No big deal over here. So once the list is created, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a sign up form. So let me click on sign up forms, and I already have a form created for this, but let me start from the scratch. So I'll create a sign up form for this. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to create this exact two fields inside my sign up form. Okay, you can see it's there by default. So go to step 2, save your form, go to step 3, and then you click on I will install my form and click on the raw HTML version. Copy this raw HTML code, go to this place where you are building your page, then opt-in form code, simply paste it. That's it. And do not forget to save this. Okay, so you can see how easy it is for you to create your buyers list, and then click on permalink. You're going to get a URL, so I'm going to save it like buyers list groupify. All right, so it's done. So now that list is created, I just click on save. It's very simple to use InstaBuilder, but if you're using any other funnel builder like ClickFunnels, or let's say if you're using Leadpages, it's all the same, or any WordPress plugin for this purpose, very simple. So the page is now done. So our capture page for building our buyers list is ready now. So next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use PayPal for creating our recurring payment gateway for this, so that we can collect the payments directly. The fees are less, so it's all good for us. So what I'm going to do for this, I'm going to click on tools and click on all the tools. Okay, next I'm going to click on PayPal buttons. All right, and once you do that, PayPal is going to offer you to create your own buttons. Okay, so what I'm going to do over here, I'm going to click on create new button. Now it's going to load and give me certain options to create the button. You can see shopping cart, buy now, subscription. We're going to select subscription because we're creating a recurring payment gateway. Item name, I'm going to give it a name, Pallav Ghoshal's group coaching. This is just an example. You can give it a name with your name. It usually looks good. So it's all ready, and then the currency is USD. It's all fine. I'm not going to touch any of this. Billing amount per cycle, you can either give $17 USD, which works the best, or 19.95. I'll suggest you to start with $17 per month. Billing cycle is every month. Don't touch anything over here. Then select over here that I want to offer a trial period, because as I told you, always have a low ticket entry. So usually it's best with 1 USD. You can also test with 2 USD. You can test with 1 USD also. No second trial period. And then don't touch anything over here. Just click on the third step, and over here, do you need your customer's postal address? You can keep yes, no problem with that. And then leave this blank, don't need to touch it. Then take customers to the URL when they finish checkout. That means after they make the payment. Okay, this is the one we created just now. So after they make the payment, where do you want them to go? We want them to go to our buyers list, so we can directly, the buyers can enter details over here, and we can boom start building our buyers list from here. All right, very simple concept, but very powerful. So over here, the buyers list is being built, so we can communicate with them from our autoresponder, from our Aweber account. Okay, now over here, what happens is we're going to click on create button. All right, that's it, it's done. Now if you click on this email, and if you copy this, and if you want to open that in a new tab, you will see that it's going to show the payment. All right, it's going to show the Pallav Ghoshal group coaching, $22 USD for the first month, then $17 for each month. So our recurring payment button is done. All right, so it's all created and all done for us inside inside the particular course which you're going to offer to the people. So if you remember, we have shown you the VSL in the setting of the engine. So we just need to copy this and paste it there inside the button which we have shown to you in the second video, right? So just copy and paste this particular code and we are good to go. Okay, so just this will go inside the payment button which we have shown you in that particular video. So our entire funnel, entire system is now ready. Okay, one more thing you can do over here is that if you go to your buyers list, let me show it to you how I do it for myself. Now let me go to my buyers list, and if I go to the legacy follow-up, I'm going to do a video on this, but in the legacy follow-up series, in the first video, what I also do, I just congratulate them with a headline that congratulations with your name, here is your access, and I send them the codes from this here. From this I send them the download. Okay, you can also do in your page, also in your page builder, where you build your page, and the opt-in, you can also send them directly from the page, the codes, or you can send them via this via this Aweber after the opt-in. And then what I also do, you need to also send them the Facebook mastermind group access from this follow-up email, so they subscribe to your to your buyers list, and you send them the course, and also you send them the Facebook mastermind group access from here. All right, so that's it. That's how you set up your entire payment gateway and also your buyers list. So let me just recap once again what we are doing over here. We are creating, first of all, our page to capture the buyers list. Okay, very simple process. And then we are generating our recurring payment button via PayPal. Once you do that, you are good to go, and then you can set it up via your autoresponder to deliver your product. If you find this a bit confusing in the beginning, don't worry, watch this video twice or thrice and you should be good to go. So what I'll do now, I'll see you in the next video.